I think from an entertainer, it makes it more of a pleasant experience. You get to do what you want at your leisure, but also that you do get to interact with the people there. Now, being on a cruise ship, you're there for 2 weeks, let's say. How did you manage your other side of your musical career? Okay, now you're doing production, and did you have connectivity to be able to do that stuff?
Thankfully, I take my laptop with me everywhere I go. So when I had free time, I would edit those videos, make content from the night that we did, and I also brought a MIDI controller, or if I ever wanted to feel like practicing stuff. But yeah, a lot of the time I would always like have music on my mind, or I would be doing something musical related. So yeah, I would sometimes practice on my guitar, edit videos from the night, and make vlogs from the cruise ship. I'm still gonna be uploading more because it's a
I love your videos. They're great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're still
they really are. They're really just the content you put out is really just well edited. It's great. It's interesting. It keeps people, coming back. I'd keep doing it because I think it's amazing.
Yeah, and I try to make the content as authentic as possible. So that's what I was doing on the ship. Yeah, I would get some time to myself to do that creative stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there's some downtime and stuff like that. As far as, because Rachel, I know you like to know a memorable experience on a ship. Did you see any crazy stuff?
Oh!
Did you, we got to get into a little bit of the dirt.
The second cruise ship was, so we went to 3 places. We went to go to Fiji, Vanuatu, and New Caledonia. So when the ship stops, we got to go see the islands and stuff like that. When we did our first stop in Fiji, we got tourist trapped. Us 4 as a band, we got tourist trapped where we went to, my friend was like, oh, well, we're not going to have another experience like this ever again. So let's go with the, all the people at the front of the ship saying, all right, tour here. And they took us to terrible places. Like they would take us to places and then they'd ask for money to go into this garden, and then they'd take us to this temple where you had to pay. Then they would take us to a beach resort, which was terrible. People waited 2 hours for a pizza. The beach wasn't pretty, and we're like, oh my goodness, did we just pay $50 to get on this van? It was like a Dodge's Toyota Sienna. The advertisement was like, oh, there's AC on it, but it was just not fun. It was not great.
Oh my God, that's a lesson right there, right?
Oh my goodness gracious. The lesson is if there's people out there advertising that there's a tour going on, you're going to get tourist trapped. So that was that.
Watch out for that. We always talk about that too. Like one of the pro tips that we like to give first-time cruisers on the other side, because there's a lot of cruisers that watch the series and they want to know, okay, what are the do's or the don'ts? And one of the things we say is if you're going to book an excursion, maybe book it with a cruise line, because you're guaranteed to, come back alive, and then also, come back on time, because a lot of people, they miss the boat.
They miss the boat.
Yeah, so something that we say is a good thing to do, book with the cruise ship. Funny to hear that happened.
Yeah, that was the only negative experience I had on the cruise ship when we got to explore was, don't get tourist trapped. Make sure that if you do a tour, you book with the actual cruise line. Don't accept people who are just going outside, and just, throwing signs up because they want your money. Yeah.